Welcome back, everybody. Hopefully you guys are having an awesome day. Thank you again for coming back for another video and supporting the channel and supporting the snakes. So hopefully you guys are doing well with your animals. If you guys want to follow more contents, I have Instagram, it's Constrictor Chamber, and on Facebook it's Cin-city Snakes still, but I post daily, multiple times a day it seems like. But always get some behind the scenes stuff on the Instagram. So let's check out a couple of the boas before we get into what's happening with some of the snakes. So we're going to be feeding Pop-Tart, the Anaconda, and we will be feeding Peaches, the Burmese. But first, this is the IMG Motley Jungle Hypo, which is 100% het for snow. So she's het for anery and het for albino, which is really cool because could make some really awesome babies in the future if I decide to take that very high risk of breeding them, which I still do not know if I want to. But it's nice that she's not jet black or completely black, because I do like to see the patterns and the colorations and stuff like that, because there's a lot of cool stuff going on in here. And for her just to be a solid black snake, I think that would kind of ruin buying all of those genes and paying a lot of money for them. If I don't breed, then that would, I mean, it's still cool to say that all that stuff is in there, but I would like to look at this and to see what all is going on. So she's a 2021. She's gotten a lot darker since I've gotten her because of the IMG. It's the increasing melanin in the snakes. So sometimes they start out kind of light, and as they age they get darker. Some snakes with IMG don't really get that black at all, and some do get completely jet black. So this male did shed out a Motley. I don't know if this has IMG in it or not. He can go extremely dark, and then as you can see he goes very, very light. But he was one of the darkest babies out of the bunch, and very dark tail. But I don't know what's going on with him. Still young, but I don't know. We'll see, because he does get dark. And so tonight or tomorrow he could be way darker than this, but this is really the lightest that he does get. So there's quite a bit of a transition period on and off with him. And then we do have the VPI IMG. So beautiful snake, really cool colors and patterns. So she has gotten darker since I've gotten her. She's 2021. That male was a 2021 as well, and she can be hit or miss on the attitude. Really cool looking markings and colorations on her eyes. So I don't know if she's going to get any darker than this. Hopefully not, because I do like the color tone on her, and her tail does look really cool, since it is the caramel albino or a fake albino, but still nonetheless really cool genes. And we can look at the Guyana really fast. So it's a redtail, true redtail. Really nice bright tail, really awesome markings on her, and she has some pee in there. So we'll take that out. She does need some water, but she's growing very, very nicely, and we'll be feeding her probably tomorrow as well. So we have to basically feed this entire rack today and tomorrow, which will be super exciting. All right, since we saw some of those, the Burmese has been hit or miss for me. So I don't know if she's gonna eat. She's been been weird lately. She ate on the last video, which I did post, and you guys saw that. But the week prior to that, she didn't eat. She struck, she coiled, but she didn't eat. And then a couple of days later, she ate. So hopefully she eats. Gave me a little bit of, it always makes you nervous when a snake doesn't eat that's supposed to eat. Now, if it's ball python, it's normal-ish if they really don't want to eat once or twice. But on Burms, you would think they'd have a high food drive and would want to eat all the time. So let's dive into this and see who who eats the best. So some people said that their Burmese have really strong or aggressive during feeding. My regular boas are very aggressive when they eat. The anaconda, I haven't noticed that, and the Burm definitely not. But maybe we can see which one, the Burm or the anaconda, has the better strike, or which one is more aggressive during feeding, which would be kind of interesting to see. But let's see which one wants to eat first. All right, so we will drop the glass on her cage. We'll see if she wants to come out. Maybe we'll have to drop it on the other side. So yes, she will be needing a cage upgrade soon, but we'll see how she eats. And we're going to be giving her a large rat. It's probably a good size for her. But we'll see what happens. There we go. So not aggressive at all. Pretty calm, pretty laid back. And then we'll see how Pop-Tart wants to eat. So she's been eating very well. Very glad she's on rabbits and rats. So we'll see how her strike is. And again, not crazy. So I think the boas, like the regular boas that I have over in that rack right there, or those enclosures, they go insane when there's food. Like, they're striking super fast, super hard, and it's just kind of interesting how some of these snakes are pretty laid back, pretty calm during feeding, while some of them get super ridiculous. But we'll just watch them eat and see what happens. Alright, well that did not work out as planned. She coiled the rat, and she did not want to eat it. So she's way more interested in coming out and exploring than actually eating. So, I mean, it is a little sooner than what I normally feed her. Normally I feed her on 10 to 14 days. It's really around 8 or 9 days when I'm feeding her again. And her humidity is good. Her temperatures are good. I don't think she's too crowded in this cage. I mean, she does need a cage upgrade, but she's not like stuffed in there. But she doesn't want to eat, and I don't know if she's on a regular schedule from the 10 to 14 days of what I have been feeding her, which is interesting. So I decided I'd try to give the rat to Pop-Tart, since she finished her rat already, and she does not seem interested in a second meal at all. So I don't understand how people are feeding Snakes 2-3 times in a week. And I'm just gonna close that so she doesn't come out. So I don't know how people are feeding snakes 2-3 times in a week, or even multiple mules at one time when I have a Burmese and anaconda that don't even, well, one that doesn't want to eat regularly, and an anaconda that doesn't eat back to back. So if you guys have any ideas, or if you guys have a snake that might act like that as well, let me know. But as you can see, she definitely just wants to hang out, come out and enjoy the room, which I do give her a lot of time out of her cage. But it's just weird. Maybe she is stuck on a schedule. I don't know. But maybe I'm just gonna feed this rat off to the Argentine, and maybe I'll put that clip into the next video so you guys can see the Argentine eating. But let me know what's going on. See you guys.